hey guys, don't drive without a license. Don't cross in between the green. You know, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Like I'm not playing no games with y'all niggas. Like, don't do the crime. Do not portray something you're not. Please don't do the crime.
What's going on, guys? For Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon, and today we have a very special guest, BX's very own Joey Crack. Fat Joe is in the building.
What's up, my brother? What's good, Joe?
How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like family ties this Friday.
Okay.
Yeah,
December 6th.
I'm shooting it. December 6th.
December 6th.
Thursday at midnight. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'll put it like this, man. Kobe dropped 60 in his last game. Jeter, walk-off hit in his
I
last...
dropped like 82 in my last. This family tie is a classic. We're not taking no talk back. And the difference from the guys you hear called rap gods or on the Mount Rushmore is that every one of them threw out a classic album. And my whole career I've been chasing the classics, so I really took my time with my brother Dre of Cool and Dre, and we got a classic.
Why is this your last album, though?
Nah, it's not because of the love of the music. I write every day. I love music. I love hip hop. But you know, I'm just feeling like my daughter's getting a little older. She's 13, about to be 14. And I want to try a shot at regular life. You know, my whole life I've been doing this, man. You know, I think I have to still tour or I'll go broke. But it takes a lot to work on an album. Like, you know, we're so dedicated and my family been so understanding through the years. You know, we go to the studio every day, 6 in the morning, we go home. And we just constantly working and tweaking and you know, it takes a lot, but you know, I love it. Don't think the love and the passion of the music ain't there. It's just the fact that I want to, you know, try to be a regular dad.
For sure. Now you were on IG
that makes
Live.
Sense.
Yeah, for sure. You were on IG Live a couple hours ago. I seen Shaq in the comments. Shaq said he heard the album and he loved it. How does Shaq hear a Fat Joe album?
Shaquille O'Neal, man.
Did you send it to him or did
These on the, yeah. It's two people who got the album, it's Shaq and D Wade, because they're both Dre's favorite basketball players, Miami Heats of all time. And somehow he snuck it to him. Dre's crazy, bro.
So those two people were allowed to hear it before.
They have the album.
And they loved it, so I guess that's good.
So, you're gonna love it. It's impossible. So what happens is music is life. Music is soul. Music is, you know, I like making gangster music. You don't know how many Marines and veterans came back from Iraq or at war and were like, yo, your music got me through it. Or boxers or football players that was like, yo, I was about to play the Dallas Cowboys. I threw your joint on. And you know what I'm saying? So music is life, man. And when you make great music that connects with the people, it's undeniable.
So you dropped the track list, but before you dropped the track list, you said that maybe three out of the top 5 dead or alive rappers are on the album. And so I'm thinking, I see Eminem's name, I see Lil Wayne's name, but I don't know who that third one could possibly be. Who was that third one?
That third one, that third one's a big boy. And I'll just say me.
Okay.
I'll just say me, but it really was a third boy.
It was. It is no longer?
Really, I don't know, man.
See, so this leads me to my next thing. On the IG Live, you said, you know, when family comes around, it could be the last minute.
We have more family members coming to the table.
And my assumption
they're cooking their plate as we speak.
Okay, good. My assumption is that it's of a certain caliber.
Super caliber. Yeah, you're right, man.
Is it?
You're on point with it.
If it's
Can we
in the
stop?
family?
Hey, it's always in the family.
Okay.
You're in my family. You might not even know it.
I'm proud to be in your family, Joe.
Where you from?
I'm from Queens.
You from Queens?
Yeah.
Where you grew up? What part of Queens?
Left Rack City.
Left Rack.
Shout out Nori one time.
You're in my family.
Just
you
like
didn't
that.
even know. You part of that family.
Word.
You know his nephew that lives out there?
Yeah, Young Really,
You
yeah.
part of our family.
Word.
You don't even know. You cannot be in hip hop, especially from New York, without being in the family.
Fair
It doesn't
enough.
exist.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's talk about some of the people on the album that aren't the artists. I saw that Rich Paul is something.
Yeah,
he's
he
doing
produced.
That was surprising to me to see. What is his role in this?
Oh, well, Boy Wonder hit me up, and Boy Wonder was like, yo, I'm hearing you retiring. And I'm emotional, and I was up all night, and we going over your discography, and we just mad. And he was like, I want to send you a beat. And when I pressed play, it was so fire. It was so incredible. The beat sound like it's a hit by himself. So I was like, oh my God. And he was like, yeah, me and Rich Paul came up with this idea to flip this right here and this and that. And I was like, what, you Rich Paul, the agent, LeBron's? He was like, yeah, Rich Paul. It's like, wow. And thank you, Rich Paul.
So between, working with Bron and going against the NCAA, he's also contributing to a Fat Joe album.
Definitely. This is real talk. This is real talk. Everything we say is real. You can never go to one of my interviews and backtrack it and see if, and it might be some shit you ain't even like or you might have loved. You can never go back and say, yo, this guy lied. It's impossible.
So Hitmaker is also part of the
That's another
album.
reason why I'm retiring.
Oh, let's hear it.
Because it's such a sensitive community and time. To where I came out, I was Fat Joe the Gangster. That was my original name. My promo to my first album was me cutting a guy with a chainsaw, like in Scarface. Remember when he was like, now the leg? And I just love gangster music and hardcore, and it seems like everybody's sensitive these days, you know what I'm saying?
But it seems like Fat Joe is the one exception to that. Like, you don't care, you still do you, and people still love it. So why stop now?
I don't know. I don't really want to stop. I'm stopping because I'm trying to be a regular guy and raise my daughter, man. I'm not saying like, I think I'm dead nice right now. Like if you ask me, I think I'm extremely nice.
So Hitmaker is also part of the album. He's been sneaky
Family.
killing the game right now. Talk to me about how that came
He
together.
the hottest guy in the game. So Hitmaker, doing this interview with this guy, Dre, I'm realizing that I'm very blessed, man. I'm a very blessed guy. So Hitmaker was all in my DMs, and he was just like, yo, bro, I gotta get in with you. And I'm not crazy. He's the hottest guy in the game. He was like, let me come to Miami. I fly myself in, please. Let me work with you. I mean, I don't know, man. I love the Hitmaker, but I don't know what I'd do for him to have so much love for me. You know what I mean? So I appreciate him and everything he brought to the album. Family ties now.
For sure. Obviously, you are an OG in this game. Do you see yourself as a trailblazer for Latinos in hip hop? Is it true that it's really just fat Spanish rappers in your DMs?
I'll show you my DM. It's fat Spanish rappers, man. No chicks, no type of, eye candy, I got guys, man, they be like, yo, my DM is lit. My DM is lit with fat Spanish rappers. Everybody want to be the next Fat Joe or Big Pun from everywhere. Like, yo, this is unbelievable. Some of them even look like us. I be like, yo, this nigga look like Pun. Yo, this look like, what you want me to do?
Do you listen to them? Do you ever give anybody a listen?
I can't.
Too many.
If I show you my DM right now, it's maybe 10,000 DMs. They all rappers.
You kind of broke it down. I don't remember which interview it was, but you said that hip hop was in stages, right? There was like the early hip hop, and then to you, what was the golden era? Then there was your era, you, Nas, Hov, and them, and then there's today. I wonder where you think today's era kind of ranks in it. Is it kind of at the top? Is it towards the bottom?
Nah. Don't. And you might call me, yo, the OG is bad or whatever. Nah, ain't nothing. See, you gotta understand, I take off my glasses for this because this is one of them questions, Trey. Tricky. We call this a woke question.
Okay.
So you gotta answer this clearly, right? They took something that wasn't even, it never been done. Like they took hip hop from an oppressed community in the South Bronx, and they made it out of nothing, out of pots and pans and putting speakers together. So they created this $1 trillion business from nothing that didn't exist. It wasn't there. Right now, you got kids, and God bless them, but you got kids that are in their home on a computer making records and blowing up in America. When I came up, Fat Joe, with Flo Joe #1 in America, would be at a train station at Fordham Road. If your moms told you that or your aunts, I was giving out flyers like, yo, I'm Fat Joe. Yo, I'm Fat Joe. I'm Fat Joe. We was putting up the posters, literally posters. Me and Big Pun with glue. Like we was coming looking like 9/11 white at 6 in the morning, putting up our own posters. Now you press a button, it's on and popping. Like it's much easier these days.
Are there any other artists that you like that are young right now? Maybe that you're not looking to sign, but that you just like to listen to.
All the young artists. Rowdy Rich, of course the A Boogies, the whole High Bridge camp. There's some crazy guys out there. I don't want to mention them. It's too soon.
Okay.
There's some guys with like one song that's like really, really hot, but it's too soon.
Watching you and Hove kind of hash things out and be cool now has been a beautiful thing to see. We saw that you were at his annual gala that he has down in Florida. What was that like? What was that experience?
I looked like I was selling popcorn, huh? So let me tell you the shit they did to me, and I blame Desiree Perez. She's the boss of Rock Nation. And
Selling
OG
popcorn.
One. She called me 30 times. Do you have your suit? Do you have your suit? Are you coming like Great Gatsby? Are you coming? So she kept telling me Great Gatsby, Great Gatsby, Great Gatsby. So my man, my stylist Terrell, that's Terrellish on Instagram. Y'all can follow him. He brought me the fly Great Gatsby suit with the hat and everything. So my wife was like, you sure they wearing Great Gatsby? You sure they going up? Like, yeah, so she wears the, come up and see me sometime outfit with the fur, with the, man, we walk up in there, ain't nobody dressed like no fucking Great Gatsby, man. That biggest bullshit I see in my life, man. We got jerked, my nigga. And I'm looking at the memes, niggas like, yo, Fat Joe running out of popcorn. Yo, Fat Joe's running a boat cruise. Yo, Fat Joe. This nigga fucked me up. Yo, who's at the movie theater with Joe? Like, I think killing me in this motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, but 30 times, Des? You asked me out of all people.
Yo, that's hilarious, damn. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but as long as you saw the memes, then.
I seen a million memes on that shit, but I still think it was fly.
Good fit. But honestly
Great
though,
fit.
that was one of the richest events I think I've ever seen in my life. The VIP passes were Rolexes to get in there.
I won a lot of money for the charity. I don't gamble. I don't. I work too hard for my money to be somewhere gambling it. But I gambled that day for charity, and I think I came in second place. I won a lot of money for the charity. The next day I had a show, so I had to leave.
Right.
But I could have been the finalist, and I don't gamble. I don't even know how to gamble. I was doing shit that was making, when you gamble, you ever gambled and you see somebody do the wrong shit and the whole table be like, oh my God. Like, I was doing all the wrong shit and was hitting 21. Like the luck of the Irish. Nigga was like, yo, you had 18, bro. Who takes a hit? I take a hit, it's three.
It's the number
it's
three.
a number three,
And you
21.
get
Niggas was
21.
like, come on. I almost thought they was cheating for me, them motherfuckers. I was winning too much. And so, it was beginner's luck.
People were gambling heavy. Hove watched Yo Gotti lose $500,000 in one hand of blackjack. Is that why you don't gamble? It's just you work too hard for your
I
bread?
made $740,000. That's a fact. But it was I worked too hard.
$740,000, calm,
Yeah, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you work hard for your money and then you gamble, you lose. And, I watch too many people. You got famous stories like Antoine Walker.
Yeah, losing it all.
He ain't the only one. It's millions of people, who lose so much in gambling, you know what I'm saying? But that's their choice. So everybody got an addiction. I love food. You know what I'm saying? I don't get high, but I can eat it. I can fuck a steak up, man.
Word.
In any language, nigga. So it's like, it's like everybody got their thing. Some of my people, they get happy gambling. I got an Uncle Dan. That nigga bet you if the flag is gonna wave east or west. It's disgusting.
I met
You
Uncle
be stuck
Dan.
in the airport. Uncle Dan be like, $100, this paper ball will go in the basket. Like, I'm like, yo, Dan, like, what the fuck? And he's shooting the shit from here. Like, come on, bro.
Uncle Dan is a legend though. That's
No, he is a legend. Like, trust me.
I seen him when he had just gotten his teeth done. You were calling them the Denzels?
Uncle Dan had the Denzels.
Denzels.
He had fucked up teeth before that, man. And shout out to my dentist, Dr. Fajim.
I know you're a big steak guy. Have you ever tried anything in your life harder than to get a steak while you were in jail? Because you said you.
Oh, you know about that? Man, I tried. I bribed. I had an ugly girl, was a correction officer. She looked like Throw Mama Off the Train. And she come fuck with me. She be like, hi, Joe. I told my whole family about you. I'm like, really? Like, fuck you told them about me. Like, this is the correction officer. Joe, I mean, my Joey, she was doing all that.
You probably thought you was lit.
She was a monster, my nigga. She was trying to get fucked. I'm not doing that. So at some point, I turned around. See, that's why I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna retire rapping, because I say the craziest shit. So
Well, people accept it
she
because
tried,
it's you.
yeah, but listen, she tried like fucking on me, right? So I said, hey, let me ask you a question. Could you get a steak in here? A ribeye or something? I can't do that. That's illegal. I was like, well, we really don't have nothing to talk about this. Okay, I ain't doing 10 years. I'm 4 months in this bitch. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing to talk about. My celly was like, yo, fuck her for the prisoners.
For the gang,
For them,
right?
I said, nigga,
I'm about
I'm
to be
in
outta
here
here.
4 months. I'm out of here. I am not fucking Throw Mama Off the Train, my nigga.
Nah. Not in no 4 months. You just dropped the music video for Deep. It was a title exclusive. It was a motion picture.
You saw it?
Of course I seen it. Shout out to a bunch of people who made cameos in it.
Lou Williams.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Lou Will is an icon, not only on the basketball court, but men look up to him as the man who once had 2 girlfriends at the same time. How did you and Lou Williams even become a thing
I
to have
didn't
him in
even
the
know
video?
that. What I
You
did
never
was-
knew he had 2 girlfriends at the same
What I
time?
did, keep it, no pun intended, to basketball, but I had, I shot my shot. I know the girls love Lou Williams. I know he's the 6th man of the year. I DM'd him and was like, yo, I'm in LA, I'm shooting a movie, I'm just come through. He came through. And he wasn't mad because the girl was all up on him. She's drop dead gorgeous. He had to go. He was in there chilling, you know what I'm saying? So Lou Will came through. God bless Lou Will, man, for showing love, man. But, you know, it's Lou Will.
He's an icon for many reasons.
Yeah, he's an
I
icon.
can't believe you
man.
didn't know that.
Nah, man. I mean, I figure you handsome, you 6-packed up, you rich, you ain't got no woman problems. You pretty good.
Joe, it's fair to say that you are a New York City basketball legend, not for playing, but for coaching and being in the community. Obviously, people know about your Rucker days. I wonder, who's the best player that you've ever seen at the Rucker?
Ooh,
Professional or not professional?
I've seen. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only person, Kobe Bryant came out. Oh, I know who the best performance I have ever seen was Kevin Durant. And I wanted to say AI because he's the only person I ever seen come to the Rucker that nobody wanted to play defense. They didn't play defense. So he might as well have not played, Dre. Nobody stood in front of him. Nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted to smoke. And he played like this, icy, big diamond studs, watch on, and he was coming down, the whole crowd was, ah! Nobody wanted to D him. Kobe Bryant went out there and they was D'ing him, and Kobe gave them the business. But anybody who came in there, Vince Carter and his problem, whoever, they played D. That's how a young kid from the street got their name up. Nobody wanted to smoke with AI. But the greatest performance was Kevin Durant, man. He scored like 80 something. Yo, I'm not lying, man.
It was like 60.
Yo, like 60,
Yeah.
and they stopped the
They
game.
shut the
They was
game
gonna
down.
beat
Yeah,
him
he
up.
should've-
He had to run in the car, Dre. I don't know why God had me there. I was there. Like, I wasn't coaching nothing. I could not believe it. Like, he was, yo, Dre, he literally, they was taking it out, throwing it inbounds. He was here, and he was shooting from here to the other side of the court with 5 guys jumping in his face. He didn't even have to take one step. He was just, that's when I knew that boy was incredible. They chased him out the park. You knew about that?
I didn't know they chased him out, but I did see the game.
Chased him out the park. They want to beat him up. White Chocolate and them was mad. And he ain't played bums. He was playing top quality Rucker players. He gave them the business. I mean, one step, Dre, they was like, he must have told his team, yo, I'm coming to score 80. Like, give me the ball.
Because they just kept feeding him the rock?
Every second. Because nobody else scored a basket. They just was like, He was good. Nah, that shit was
How much did
incredible.
AI have when he was cooking out there?
He might have scored like 20, 30, but I mean, AI really, it wasn't fair because nobody wanted to D him up.
Right.
And I watched them D up anybody you could think of. If Shaq came out there, they would have
was
D'd
D'ing
him
him
up.
up, word.
But nobody wanted that yo-yo. Nobody wanted that AI.
Word.
Cornrow AI.
I wouldn't either though.
With the
I don't
ice
blame him.
on.
The good thing about New York City basketball is anybody can get it. I mean, a Dykeman or Rucker, you can see anybody get it. A professional can get it from a nobody.
That's how somebody gets their name up.
Have you ever seen an NBA player get cooked?
Yeah, and it's sad to say, but one of the most legendary NBA stories, you know, I'm not dissing because I love this guy very, very much. I admire him, but when Vince Carter was throwing his hand through the rim, he came down and he went toe-to-toe with Adrian Walton, and A. Butter gave him the smoke.
Word.
Legendary, though, like shooting his lights out. Legend, though. Like, I mean, hand in here, shooting threes and ones. It's one of the most legendary games in Rucker history.
So,
But, you know, I'm not old enough to know about the Dr. J.
right. Nah, I'm just meaning.
They said that nigga was snatching quarters.
Off the top of the backboard.
Off the top of
Yeah.
the backboard. Dr. J was taking quarters. They were putting quarters on the top of the backboard, and Dr. J was grabbing the quarters.
Very impressive.
What? That boy was something else.
One thing that's become an urban legend, and I saw you speak about it on Angie's show, is the greatest game that never happened because of the blackout at the Rucker. I'm curious though, can you just set the scene for us?
It was a legendary time too. It is. That's a great. You know, I like you, man.
Thank you, Joe.
It
I
is an
appreciate
urban legend. Dre was there with us. Came up from Miami. I think God blessed us with that game not happening, because I think it was so much tension built
Something
up.
bad could have happened that year.
For sure. And you know, I was a real bad guy at the time. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, at one time I was a bad guy. And I could see a bad call in that game turning into the biggest riot ever in New York. So God did his thing and said, nah,
But who was out
these
there?
guys gonna be family in the future. It's not going down.
Who was out there that was ready to play?
Me?
Who was out there? Like what players
Well,
were there?
I believe, all right, so I had Stephon Marbury, I had Al Harrington, I had Zach Randolph, I had, what's my man, Sean Marion, I had Carmelo Anthony, and in the hotel downtown, I had AI and Mike Bibby. They were gonna walk in at the second half like a plan.
Oh,
This is when Mike Bibby was that dude and AI was LeBron James at the time. Like, you know, I forget who else. I'm sorry if I forgot you, you know, but we was there, deep.
NBA All-Stars ready to play.
We had the whole All-Stars. So it's like, it's you gotta understand with us, it even trickles down to the kids. I was talking to Swiss Beats about this the other day. So you could be my son or daughter and they can love you to death wherever you go, where everybody knows Fat Joe. Oh, come in, yeah, you and your friends. But then you can find somebody who hates Fat Joe or hates a celebrity or hates the fact that somebody's successful, and they'll take it out on them in school and wherever. Bullied, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People just hating. And so, you know, Jay-Z, although he's the most beloved character, he has some haters that were banging down my door to play against his team. Like, please let me play. Like,
NBA players.
that
like,
yeah,
wanted
we
to go
want to go up
against-
against the Rock. Like, we want to go up against them.
Who was there knocking at your door, ready to play?
Stephon
against?
Marbury, and he was the most highest paid player at the time. He was upset with Jay-Z because Jay-Z said a rhyme where, you know, be like Marbury, get caught at the light. You could lose your life. He talked about him getting stuck up.
Yeah.
And so, bro,
Marbury was like, nah, I need to go
Marbury
against
was
the team.
MVP of the game. Regardless of who would have came, Stephon Marbury was going to score about 60 points in that game. He was a tyrant. His eyes, there was no white in his eyes. It was just red, like the devil was in him. He was going to go bad on whoever they brought. And now I know what I know. Nah, I think if they would have brought Shaquille O'Neal, they would have won.
Shaq was coming. Shaq was coming.
Yeah, but we ain't see him.
Well, He didn't pull up to the park at all?
Nah.
Because they said Shaq was coming.
Nah. Shaq was on the radio talking about he's coming and all that, but we ain't see him.
Melo was there. Melo was supposed to come out
With
to
me.
cut and play. Okay, Melo.
But let me tell you something. LeBron was there too. LeBron was coming. And now that we know, we probably would have lost if they had Shaq and LeBron.
Yeah, I think so.
So very good. My only excuse is LeBron was in high school. Maybe he'd have been scared, but come on, Shaq. This is when Shaq was like the most dominant player. Yeah, it was bad out there. There was rumored I had Yao Ming.
That's why Shaq wanted to play, because he thought you had Yao Ming. Was the rumor true? Did you have Yao or not? No Yao Ming?
We'll leave that an urban myth.
I don't think you had Yao Ming, but that's neither here nor there.
This guy's a smart guy. Fat Joe would get on the concrete with me purposely. You know the hood parks?
Of course.
You know how they got the little pebbles on the floor?
And they scratch your knees
up?
up?
I get the pebbles on my knees and I stretch with them. And I massage them. Come on. Let's fucking go. Fuck them. Like, I go bananas.
You got to get them ready.
No. Nobody else do that. I coached out there 7 years. I've never seen nobody as crazy as me. I drive up on the hood of the truck. Am I lying, Trey? I ain't never scared. I ain't never like scared. A lunatic with the whole team on it.
Is it
like
because,
we ticker tape.
Is it because you didn't want to lose, or you were really feeling that way?
I'm competitive, and I really, really loved the ball players. I love the community. You know, a fact is, I've told my family that if I ever pass away, my heart's got to drive through the Rucker Park and the Apollo, because that's where I got my start. Then they could take it to the Bronx or whatever, but it has to stop at the Rucker. That's how powerful and impactful that time was in my life. You know, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. And I lost a lot of money. I was #1 in America. They were offering me 100, 150,000 to show. This is when What's Love is #1. It's my biggest record on earth. And I was turning down tours and shows just
to be at the Rucker?
To be out there. Be out there.
That's
coach.
how competitive you were.
Yes.
What was your record when you retired, do you think, coaching?
I was like 99-1, no bullshit.
You lost
and they
one
jerked
game?
me, and they jerked me. I got jerked.
That's how it be though.
I got jerked because you know why? It goes back to, I had a bunch of hecklers. My wife only went to one game, and she asked me if I was pussy. She asked me if I was a sucker nigga. She was like, yo, you let these niggas talk to you like this? Like, I thought you was Joey Crack. You supposed to go up there and pound them niggas out. Why you got these killers with you for?
But
like,
that's the culture.
Go fuck these niggas up. I was like, yo, ma, it's basketball.
That's a part
niggas
of
be
it.
like, fuck you, Joe, fuck your mother. Like, it's basketball. You gotta handle that. We on the court, we having fun. She came one time only.
That was it.
She couldn't believe it. Her man was, you know, and so I had hecklers. But the point is, when I lost that one game for the chip, that I believe they jerked me because people were fed up, like the Lakers, they just wanted to see somebody else win. Like, we're tired of seeing these guys win. So I think they really jerked me, right? And as I'm walking out, I'm looking at the fans. We had a lot of people who hated us that were looking like, nah, not like that, man. We didn't want this dude to lose like that. Everybody knew they jerked me. The whole park, thousands of people were looking like what? I'm talking about people who hated me. I had this one Spanish kid, Dominican kid. He hated Fat Joe so much. He say so much shit. We actually considered beating him up. He wouldn't miss a game for nothing. I coached in this spot, Dre. He was 3 rows up, cursing me out every day. You whack, you fucking trash. You did, like, he was like, he hate Fat Joe. When I lost, I looked up at the dude, he was like, damn, they jerked the guard. Like, that's how it went down.
You've done a lot for this culture, but I think maybe one of the low-key things that you did that people may not know is you invented the licking of the sneaker many, many years ago. How did that, is that something that you did growing
up? Yeah,
up?
I was, nah. What happened was, I did MTV Cribs and I was showing my sneaker collection, and I had pulled out a pair of 6ix, Barcelona 6ix that had never been worn, but they were like 8 years old. And then I was like, yo, these are Barcelona, dead stock. And I was like, matter of fact, because nobody keeps a sneaker for 8 years and don't wear it. Now it's different. Now we got the culture, the collectors and all that. So I licked the bottom of it. It's still viral to this day. It was viral before viral existed.
Right.
So like I go to China and Chinese people pull their sneakers off and be like, and it's everywhere. Tory Lanez just did it last week.
I seen it with a shell toe, Adidas shell toe. When was the last time Fat Joe licked the bottom of a sneaker?
The Khaled, We the Best.
The threes?
Yeah.
We the Best
the
threes?
Khaled, We the Best. He forced me. He said, yo, it's gonna go viral if you lick the sneaker. So I had to do it. And it was Reggie requested, Khaled, they wanted the licking. So I had to do the We the Best lickathon. Sure.
That sounds crazy. Anyways,
we got family ties.
Yeah,
we got
family ties.
Families, they come with some shit sometimes.
For sure. I heard you say that you performed at Rolling Loud, and for the first time, your daughter said, yo, Pops, I can't come to your set. I got to go watch Travis Scott instead.
She did. She dissed me. I was so hurt that day. I was looking for her to see if she surprised me. She was at Travis Scott stage. She said, Dad, because we live in Miami, so she was like, yo, fly me up. I want to come to Rolling Loud. So I came, and she was like, Dad, I got bad news. I was like, what's up, baby? I'm not coming to your show. What do you mean you're not coming? I'm going to see Travis. He performs right at the same time. I was like, what?
You've worked with some of the most iconic people in this industry. What's been one of the most iconic studio sessions that you've ever been a part of?
That's easy. Biggie Hypnotize.
Word?
I was there when Notorious B.I.G. made Hypnotize. I hung out with him all day. So he's dead now. I'm not snitching, I'm not ratting, but 1 o'clock, 20 Asian girls would come to the studio. 2 o'clock, 20 black chicks would come to the studio. 3 o'clock, 20 mamacitas came to the studio. 4 o'clock, 4 Italian girls came to the studio. 5 o'clock, 20 Mexicans came to the I never seen no shit like this in my life. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? This is B.I.G. And meanwhile, he was doing the Hypnotize. I was there.
I heard that you said that you think you lost $100 million towards the beginning of your career, just being unapproachable, just being, a guy that was too tough and maybe deflected a lot of opportunities. I wonder, was there a specific instance that you regret?
I told this story to 6ix9ine about before he got arrested. I had told him about a man I had met who was an advertisement exec in Chicago. He was like, yo, I had this beer. They wanted to give you $2 million. And he said, I came to New York and everybody told me, yo, they gangsters, don't approach them. He said, I actually went to a club to see you and there was 100 guys in front of you. I still saw you, so I tried to walk to you, and by the time I hit the 10th guy, they grabbed him by the chest and was like, yo, nobody speaks to the Dawn. He was like, I was looking at you. I had $2 million to give you. I couldn't give it to you. So I told 6ix9ine that when he came on my podcast, and obviously he ain't listened because his life is fucked.
Yeah, I heard you say you have 1,000,000,000% no respect for anyone who ever works with 6ix9ine again after he comes out.
I never said that, but yeah, I wouldn't have respect for him. So you could put words in my mouth.
You did say that. You said you would 1,000,000,000% lose respect.
I would lose respect, yes. I would definitely lose respect. All I'm saying is this, I did a DVD, one of these ghetto DVDs. First of all, I'm realer than everybody. Let's be clear, I don't care who's your favorite rapper, they're not real as Fat Joe. They ain't put in work like me, they ain't do what I did, at all. This shit is a 0 tolerance level. You play with me, we dealing with it right on the spot. This shit going down, no way around it. Church, wherever, it's going down. So now, when you got a guy, you know what I'm saying, who, so we did a DVD. It's called Snitches Get Stitches. So rapper A, who's like icons, people we love, get up there. If you snitch, I'm killing your mother. Then the next rapper comes up, snitches get stitches, you'll be found in a river. Then the next one comes up, snitches is fuck snitches, and then they interview me, so-called realists. Hey guys, don't drive without a license. Don't cross in between the green. You know, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Like I'm not playing no games with y'all niggas. Like, don't do the crime. Do not portray something you're not. Please don't do the crime. Because then you'll find yourself in that compromisable position. And I don't wish that on anybody. Anybody do 1,000,000 years or nothing like that. But now you put yourself here. What are you gonna do?
Fair enough.
You gonna fuck up your family's name, or you gonna keep it 100? I'm sorry, I pray for you. I literally pray for those guys. It's gotta be a life of misery, unless I've been taught wrong morally. And I know I've been watching all the young niggas on the blogs, like, so what? They was fucking his girl. I don't know. So to you in the movie theater with your friend, and unfortunately a fight happens, and the cops come and your friend goes, no, it's Johnny. And then you like, yo, what the fuck? It's a horrible thing, man.
Yeah. All right, well, Family Ties, December 6th. What can people expect from it, man?
It's a classic album from A to Z. 10 years from now, they're gonna be able to make a Hamilton play about this album. As simple as that. You got Eminem at his finest. You never heard Eminem sound like this in like 10 years. I ain't taking no talk back.
Word, so Family Ties, December 6th, Eminem, Wayne, Dre's on there, and maybe a very late...
Ty Dolla, Jeremiah's on there.
And maybe a late edition.
There will be a late edition. I mean, Remy was yesterday, today. So what I'm gonna try to do is, there will be a late edition. Stay tuned tonight, watch Fat Joe on Instagram. There will be a new announcement.
We'd love to see...
Bigger than Earth.
We'd love to see Hov get on that album.
I would love to see Hov on that album too. And everywhere I went, what people think I'm cool with Jay-Z or something?
Well, you signed to The Rock.
Every fucking interview I went, niggas is like, yo, Jay's on that shit,
well,
Joe.
It's a rumor
Stop
on the
playing.
internet for one. It is a rumor, but you're signed to The Rock.
It's a rumor on the internet? What
You're
they
signed...
saying, Hov is on there?
Yeah, they said you know what I'm saying?
They said we did it?
That's what they said.
Jesus, Lord, please bring the great Hov, man.
Joe, appreciate your
He
time.
might be cooking his plate.
Maybe, you never know.